To get a top rank in GATE, you need to understand how different subjects of your syllabus are connected to each other, are related to each other. And this connection between different subjects is most strong for GATE Mechanical. In this video, I will show you the connection between them using a very interesting flow chart. And there are various benefits of knowing these connections when it comes to your GATE preparation. It obviously helps you in understanding the concepts better when you can relate them together, when you can relate different subjects together. It helps you in scoring more marks when it comes to numericals, because numericals can be from more than one subject, right? A single numerical can relate, can link more than one subject. And let me tell you a very important benefit of knowing these connections. When you know the connection between different subjects, you can decide which subject to start from, how this subject is going to be related to the next subject, which subject you should not start from, what is the right and the best sequence of subjects in which you should cover the syllabus. All these things you will be able to know once you know the connection between different subjects. Let me tell you, I will be making my next video on the best sequence in which you have to cover the subjects. Consider this video like part 1, right, of this 2-video series. In this part, I will tell you the connection between subjects, and in the next part, I will tell you what is the best sequence to cover the syllabus depending upon these connections. So make sure that you do not miss this as well as the next video that I am going to upload. There is one more benefit of knowing this connection, which we will discuss in the end of this video. Let me start showing that connection with these 4 subjects. Don't worry, I will keep showing more and more subjects as we progress and move ahead in the video. Engineering mechanics, fluid mechanics, solid mechanics, which is also called as strength of materials, right? All of them are type of mechanics, only same mechanics principles are applied, just the body on which they are applied is different, right? You know that I am not going into the details of mechanics and the diversification of mechanics. We have already done that. So I'm just showing you the connection between them. Theory of machines is a direct application of engineering mechanics, right? This also we know. I am not listing each and every small topic, right? Because the video will get very long. I have already told you that after watching this video, check the first comment of the video. There I have put up the link of a detailed video where I have shown each and every single topic also, because in this video there will be some connections which you will feel ki, "Arey, sir, how are they connected? Sir, how FM and ET are connected? Sir, how EM and MP are connected," let's say. So all these things, all these questions may come to your mind. In fact, strength of materials concepts of stress, strain, deformation to some extent are directly used and applied in fluid mechanics. Not only fluid mechanics, machine design is a direct application of strength of materials. And coming to material science, you already know, if you have covered, that initial few units of material science, rather the beginning of material science you can say, is from strength of materials itself. And then it enters into the territory of heat transfer. I'll show you that connection between heat transfer and material science. It is not visible right now. Just wait and you will keep seeing the whole network, how they are connected with each other. You see how interesting it is, right? This connection which you can see right now has design subjects as well as some of the subjects of material science which is going to enter into manufacturing production, as well as a subject of fluid mechanics. Moving ahead with a very important connection which students neglect. The connection between fluid mechanics and thermal subjects. It's very interesting. See how fluid mechanics is an important link between the design subjects and the thermal subjects. There are many topics, many units which are directly applied, directly used in heat transfer and thermodynamics, which are from fluid mechanics. Without them, your learning of those subjects would be incomplete. This is why the sequence is very much important. It is not ideal to start heat transfer before covering fluid mechanics. Once you know the concept of how the fluid moves and its properties, only then you can talk about its thermal effect. Heat transfer is just the thermal effect of that motion, especially the convection part, right? This is why this connection is very important to decide the sequence. The second part of this video, I will be talking about the sequence in which you should logically cover the subjects. The next obvious connection is between the thermal subjects, which is ET, ETA, applied thermodynamics, which we call, and heat transfer. Obviously, they are connected. And as you can see here, heat transfer and material science, now comes the important connection, are also related, right? The rate of cooling, how it affects everything in the structure of the material, that we discuss in material science. So this in a way tells you that how you cannot randomly start from any subject. You cannot randomly decide to start from machine design or material science because of the connection between these subjects. You have to cover strength of materials before you enter into material science. So to those who have not covered manufacturing, or those of you who don't know how manufacturing is related, it's just beautiful how all these subjects are directly related with manufacturing and production, right? I'll say other than thermodynamics and applied thermodynamics, all the subjects are in very strong connection with manufacturing and production. It tells you that you cannot randomly start from manufacturing and production. If a student starts his gate preparation and he does not know where to start from, what he will do? He will look at the weightage. Arey, manufacturing production has the highest weightage, chalo usi se start karta hu main. Which would be a blunder. You will not be able to understand all the concepts unless and until you have covered EM, FM, HT, TOM, SOM, MS, MD. All these subjects once finished will make you capable to actually understand the concepts of manufacturing and production and solve its even difficult questions. As I told you in the beginning of the video, that understanding this connection will give you one more advantage. The advantage is knowing that mechanical engineering is like a one big subject. These subjects and their connection is not just a simple connection of one formula, one concept. It's a strong connection. And that is why it's important that one single faculty teaches you all these subjects. Then you will be able to grasp that connection best. Because, for example, if I am starting to teach you manufacturing and production, but I have not taught you strength of materials, I have not taught you fluid mechanics, I have not taught you mechanics or machine design or material science or any of these subjects which are going to be used in manufacturing and production, let's say, how can I be sure of that whether you have understood those concepts correctly or not? I will be knowing that yes, in SOM, in strength of materials, this is what I have taught and this is where it's going to be applied. In heat transfer, I told you that concept and see how that concept is now affecting the structure in casting. So the thing is, these connections actually genuinely has a benefit to your preparation and it affects the way you prepare for GATE. And that is why I wholeheartedly recommend that a single faculty should teach all the subjects of GATE mechanical engineering. And that is why at Exergic, I am the single faculty for GATE mechanical subjects. Yes, for mathematics and for aptitude, we have separate faculties. But for GATE mechanical, you will get the maximum advantage and benefit when a single faculty teaches you in such a way that he connects all the subjects together. That will give you the maximum benefit. As I told you, this was part 1 of a 2-video series. Part 2 or the video 2 will be about the best sequence, right? After knowing this connection, what is the best sequence? That video is coming soon. Do not miss that. Now, there are more connections between different subjects, which I am not showing in this flowchart. Otherwise, it will get very complicated. To represent it, I had to think for 30 minutes, 1 hour, that how it can be best represented, right? If I add more connections, or let's say industrial engineering also, it will get even more complicated. Some of you will not even understand how this is connected with other subjects. That is why detailed video is important. If you are interested in watching, first comment has the link of the detailed video.